Ashwin again bailed India out of trouble with an unbeaten 75 after a top-order collapse that saw India reeling at 126 for 5 on the first day of the third test. Indian cricket team's batting coach Sanjay Bangar praised Ravichandran Ashwin for brilliantly fitting in the role of a no-6 batsman in the current test squad, stating that the Tamil Nadu all-rounder has now given more option to management in terms of combination. After a century in the first test, Ashwin again bailed India out of trouble with an unbeaten 75 after a top-order collapse that saw India reeling at 126 for 5 on the first day of the third test. It is just his third innings at no-6 and he has never batted there before the start of this series, so it is just brilliant to see. He is someone we knew had a great potential with a bat but never did so at no-6. Plus, having the knowledge that he is someone who started off as a top-order batsman at the start of his career and contributed immensely for his state team as well, Bangar said at the end of first day. So it gives us options, and the type of contribution the lower order is making puts us in a confidence position whenever the team finds itself in a tight corner, said the batting coach. Bangar also praised Ryden and saw his fighting 46 not out and termed him a fabulous team player. Saha got a 40-odd in both the tests and he has been making contributions in the lower order against Sri Lanka and South Africa as well. He has been a fabulous team player and is willing to do anything required of him. And he has consistently proven that he is a good enough player to contribute consistently, he added. Furthermore, the batting coach seemed satisfied with the batting effort put in by the team as a whole today. I think it is quite a challenging test wicket and not easy for the batsmen to straight away play their strokes. They have to be very watchful and play the ball under their eye. It was seaming a bit and it was stopping a bit as well. It was a very challenging wicket for the first day for batting, and overall I am very satisfied with the batting effort, he said. Bangar's assessment about the pitch is that it would ease out in the next 2 days. The pitch should ease out on days 2 and 3. That's what we assessed because whatever moisture there was would have dried up. Then there would be a better carry as match goes as opposed to what we saw on day 1, he added. He said that it is not always easy to bat on the first day of a test match. Batting on the first day of any test match is quite challenging, and especially the first session. We got to 87 in the first session and we would have ideally wanted to lose 1 wicket less, but we still thought that we handled the first session pretty well, he said after the day's play. In the second session, yes, definitely, we would have liked to have a few more runs. We sort of couldn't come out with enough solutions for the lines Roston Chase was bowling. He was bowling a defensive line taking 6 fielders on the onside. The ball was also getting softer and the outfield was also slow. All these factors need to be looked into. At the end of it I thought it was a hard-fought day 1 of the test, he added. Bangar also told the media that dropping Murali Vijay despite regaining full fitness was a team decision considering KL Rahul has had a great last test match. Vijay was available for selection and it was the management's call to stick to Shikhar Dhawan because KL Rahul had a phenomenal game in the last match where he scored 150-odd. And the team management felt that Shikhar had also done enough to keep his place in the team, having scored a good 87 in Antigua, and then giving us the start in the first innings in Jamaica, negotiating the new ball in a partnership of 90 runs. So that was what went behind Vijay not being able to break into the 11th here, he explained, without going into selection matters further. The biggest advantage of this batting group is that they are willing to come out of their comfort zone and not just bat at one position. Whatever is asked of them they were willing to do, and it is a very good trend to have. Someone like Achiteshwar Pujara opened the innings in Sri Lanka and he got 100. And there have been numerous instances with Ajinkya Rahane being pushed at no-3 and then batting at no-5 as and when the team requires of him. It is a great thing to have that sort of flexibility, and the greater satisfaction is that you have a group of players who are willing to do that, he added. Our bowlers tried to be as disciplined as possible. Astwick West Indies bowling coach Roddy Astwick was satisfied with the effort put in by the bowlers, which saw them blow away Indian top order, leaving them rattled at 126 for 5 before Ravichandran Ashwin and Ryden and Saha saved the day for the visitors. We tried to be as disciplined as possible. If you look back in the past, we were leaking runs, especially in Australia where we were going at 4 or 5 runs and over. We are trying to make sure that we learn a little bit more discipline. It's test cricket, and it's all about patience and restricting, said Astwick after the day's play. We've worked hard on trying to get the boys to execute our plans. We are playing against India, which right now is probably one of the stronger batting sides in the world. You've got to be disciplined. You know they're trying to play shots and we're working very hard. Astwick said that one needs to be patient as it is a young Caribbean attack. It's a young attack. We've got Miguel Cummins in his second test, Elzari in his first, Shannon Gabriel in his 17th, the captain in his 16th and Roston Chase in his third test. It takes time, but we're trying to build blocks and we're trying to work and get there, he added. Talking about the 19-year-old debutant Joseph, who dismissed both Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma cheaply, he said, "We're happy with his day's work. Obviously, it's his first test and he got 2 big wickets for us, and his pace didn't look too bad. As he goes on and he understands Test cricket, he will go from bowling 10 overs in a match to 20 overs. We've got high hopes for him. He's young at 19 and it's only good for West Indies cricket that we can get some firepower as well to add to Shannon's firepower as well. Well, obviously he had to be integrated into the side," he added, explaining why the youngster wasn't picked earlier. "It takes time. It's a big step coming in from the U19 side to Test cricket. He came in the second test and the selectors felt he was ready. We felt with this pitch with a little bit more bounce and pace in it, that it was a good time to release him, and obviously he did well. It's his first day in Test cricket and I'm sure he would be happy with it. And he can build on that." Astwick also had words of praise of Ashwin and Saha for the manner in which they got India out of trouble. "You have got to give credit to Ashwin and Saha, obviously they played well. We had a little bit of bad luck with Ashwin getting out to a no ball. There were 1 or 2 close shaves as well. Credit to them, they batted well and that's what Test cricket is about. It ebbs and flows. We've got to refresh ourselves and come back tomorrow, and try to restrict them to around 300, he signed off.